Hello, Rambler community. During the course of this pandemic, we have continued to ground our decision-making in a few key principles. Closely monitoring the evolving data, health guidance, and research. Keeping health and safety of our community and our neighbors at the forefront. And abiding by our responsibilities inherent in living per personalis, caring for the whole person. These principles align directly with our mission to help students pursue their degrees and dreams, which in the face of COVID-19 also means focusing on academic continuity by avoiding as many disruptions to the learning process as possible. Earlier today, we communicated to families and students who had planned on living on campus this semester the decision that we would not host students on campus housing during this fall 2020 semester. This decision, to take the next step to further limit the physical presence of everyone on our campuses, was only made after careful review, deliberation, and reaffirmed adherence to our guiding principles. It was not an easy decision and is made with great disappointment and sadness. Whether this was to be your first or even second year as a Rambler, or whether you are a member of our community for 10 or even 20 years, the start of the fall semester is always met with great anticipation, excitement, and hope. Not being able to share an even limited on-campus presence at the start of the semester is something unknown to all of us and is disheartening. However, as we feel these emotions, it is important to acknowledge that the pandemic is not slowing down. The virus is spreading. COVID-19 is significantly impacting more and more people of every age in even larger areas of our country. Given these conditions and the data we are seeing, our desire to safeguard the health and safety of each student and enable them to build and sustain educational momentum with the least disruption possible leads us to this step. Loyola's faculty and staff have worked tirelessly to prepare our campuses for the upcoming fall semester. Our original intent was to provide a hybrid of in-person and online classes to meet the needs of all of our students. When we reopened registration in June, we were hopeful that we would be hosting students on campus and also providing remote education to those preferring this option. When the trajectory of the virus did not subside over the summer as originally predicted, and new hotspots continued to emerge across the country, we announced that we would move essentially all of our classes online to limit social interactions and gatherings across campus. We still plan to provide more than 1,800 students with some form of on-campus residential experience, albeit in a much reduced single-room configuration. However, the rising and alarming numbers of COVID cases nationally and locally, extensive quarantine requirements for students coming from out of state, that means students are restricted to their individual rooms for 14 days. And the likelihood of even sharper spikes in the fall that could result in additional quarantines and even sending students home mid-semester indicates to us that we would not be serving our students and their families well and living up to our responsibilities of cur personalis by offering a residential experience this semester. At the start of every semester, during move-ins or after student convocation opening programs, I am approached by parents and families who remind me that they are entrusting their daughter or son to us, usually followed by the stated expectation that we make sure to take care of them like our own. This acceptance of responsibility is not something that I nor any members of our Loyola community take lightly. We talk about the Rambler family, and we mean that. Keeping every one of our Rambler family members as safe and healthy as possible ultimately drove this decision. Yes, we are anxious to get each of you on campus, and we will do that as soon as it is safe to do so. In the meantime, we need to focus on that Rambler determination to continue moving forward. We look ahead to a different but very productive and innovative term as thousands of Loyola students will connect and reconnect with their teachers, communities, and classmates to embrace their education. I urge you to participate in the Academic Experience webinar this Sunday, August 9th at 6 p.m., where you will hear important information about the upcoming academic experience and academic as well as student resources that will be available throughout the semester. Whether fully on campus or remote, our priority is providing academic continuity and quality while fostering the greater good of our students, staff, faculty, and the larger Chicagoland community. Students, we really miss being with you in person, but we are still very much here with and for you. Even in this mostly virtual environment, our libraries, advising services, and student health and wellness and support services remain open and accessible. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting Loyola with your education and for being on this journey together. Thank you for the extraordinary grace, adaptability, and understanding you have displayed as we navigate these uncertainties together. In ways that may not be clear at this moment, I do believe we will emerge stronger and grow even closer together. Be safe and be well.